Here's my kids getting ready to plant, finally finish planting our garden. A little bit late, it's June 1st. A little late on it. I'm gonna get a lot of questions on how to use worm castings in the garden. I'm gonna do an example of one way to use it right now. So sit tight, we're gonna get all of our pepper plants here planted. And I'll show you how I like to use worm castings when I first put a plant in a garden. I don't know if it's my area, because I talk to other people say they struggle growing peppers. But, some reason this flower bed, it used to be a flower bed, I turned it kind of into a halfie, where it's half flower bed, half food bed. This just does awesome. My pepper plants go nuts here. Same with my blackberry plant over there. They just produce so much over the summer that like we almost can't even use it all. So we got all these planted up. I'm mostly doing some spicy peppers, sweet peppers, stuff that basically this year the garden plan was to plant a salsa garden, so I can make my own salsa out of everything that I grow here. Got tomatillos, tomatoes, peppers, you know, cilantro, a bunch of other stuff. It's going really, really well so far. First thing I'm gonna do is when I have this hole right here, I'm gonna take about maybe a little over a tablespoon of castings and just sprinkle it down on the bottom there. That'll just give the bottom of the roots a little bit of nutrients to reach down to, make them dig deep. I'm gonna staggered zigzag, spicy on one side, sweet on the other. It's going great. Toss some of those in, put the next plant in. Everything is planted all the way down the line. So now the last part I do when I plant new things, especially from start, is I just put a little bit of castings around the plant outside. I don't put it right up against the plant. I just kind of put it around, so as it rains or I water it and this percolates down, by the time the roots get out there, a lot of this, I'm just gonna brush it off the leaves, is leached down into the soil, a lot of the nutrients from the worm castings. All right, just gonna put it around. I'll just do like half a handful and then brush the leaves down. Just like, yeah, half a handful around each plant. Comes out to about, I measured it once, like 3 tablespoons, maybe a little bit more. It's actually probably closer to a third of a cup that I'm doing here. All right. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm gonna continue the rest of these and then head over to my other garden and finish up. So this is my other garden right here. Got eggplants, squash, cucumber, tomatoes, tomatillo, some more squash, some zucchini, watermelon, a pumpkin, a second year asparagus. Next year I should start getting some. My artichoke plant, that is my best plant right now. I think it's perennial. It comes back every year, and this is its second year, and it's just insane right now. I think I've already eaten 10 off of it. Sorry for the cars in the background and my fingers in front of there, but yeah, this is my other part of my garden. After putting castings on, I want to water them in a little bit, get them off the leaves, any that I may have left on there, just because they're not going to do any good there in their dry form. So I'm just going to water all this in, then I'll head over and water in the other plants too. Alright, that's my method for using worm castings in the garden, at least when I first plant starters. That's what I like to do. There's other ways to use worm castings in your garden as your plants grow, and I'll be showing those over the summer as my garden goes. Looks like I'll have a good garden this year. So far it's been going great. I'd like to think that that's because I use worm castings in my garden. Those other plants already had them on the bottom, the ones that I showed you were already established in the smaller flower bed next to the artichoke plant, and they're doing great. So later this summer I'll show you different methods to use when using worm castings in your garden. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Also follow on Instagram. We're kind of posting more on there now. The link for that is in the description of the video. Thanks for watching.